Welcome to the Nerd Herd Nomad channel. This is our story of how we bought a 2001 Bluebird school bus from Pennsylvania, drove it home to Florida, and we gutted the inside all the way from the floor to the ceiling, and then we raised the roof about 20 inches. And we did it as a family. And we're going to continue our home on wheels and travel the United States and Canada.
Okay, so this is the piece of the wall that's going behind the kitchen sink and leading into the bathroom. Those first two holes you're seeing, the circles to the right, that's water for the sink. To the left, the square, is going to be a junction box for electrical power. Probably going to feed the any receptacles that are available up above it, but the refrigerator will be back there and the microwave will be in that same vicinity. I got to put a couple more round holes down there. So we'll be back. Okay, so now we have these two holes here. These are for the shower. It's going to bring water into the shower area. We have the box. It's electrical behind the refrigerator and associated stuff. And then we have these two holes here. Those are for the kitchen sink. This is the bottom half, basically the wall behind the cabinet of the kitchen sink going all the way into the bathroom. It is about 25 inches high, roughly, and 8 feet long, because that's how long the wood came. This is 3/4 inch plywood, or 23 30-seconds, whatever, 3/4 inch. You get the idea. Now we're going to go inside and see if she fits. Cross your fingers. Okay, so here's what we're doing. We're going to bring that piece we just cut and trimmed, punched 5 holes in, and we're going to put it in here. Let me show you what's going on, because it's we've had to make some corrections for some of our boo-boos, being not professionals, but promised we'd show you our mistakes, so hopefully you don't make our mistakes. As you can see, this is 3/4 inch plywood. That's OSB. Underneath it is 3/4 inch plywood and a lot of glue. Okay. What happened is the foam got behind these and pushed them out a little bit. Between that and the fact that I used 3/4 inch CPVC, which is the stuff that's rated for hot water, as I'm told, and not half-inch, which I know a lot of people were using, which is smaller. So you may want to use half-inch. I don't know. I just wanted the 3/4 inch. That may or may not be a mistake. Okay, I'm not a plumber, but here you can see it better here. Kind of what we did. So we put a spacer right here to bring out the wall a little bit in this area, so we could grab a hold of that, which is 3/4 inch plywood OSB, and still be able to get around our pipes here. Because you got water and you got electrical. Now these pipes, these conduit is what I'm using. I'm running my 120 volts through that. All these other wires you're seeing around, these are all 12 volts. And this is one of the boxes full of wires right now. There's 5 different wires in there. They're just kind of curled up to get them out of the way. This is 120 volt stuff. It's the same kind of wire, but it's just different. So now what we're going to do is we're going to bring that board in that we cut, and we cut it from here, right here, which isn't all the way to the bottom. You can see there's about 8 inches or so, 10 inches of stuff from the bottom to here. Okay, what we're going to do is, because this is an inch deep right here, this spot here, is we're going to buy rigid insulation foam board, inch size, and put it there. Because I don't trust that we got enough insulation. That just sounds hollow to me. See, that sounds harder. So, because I know in my brain we didn't get enough insulation down in here. It was just really hard to aim the spray insulation in there. So we're going to put 1 inch insulation board here all the way around. And then we'll cover that with something. But it's nothing structural is right here. The structure starts right here. So we're going to run our first board from here all the way down about halfway into the bathroom. So we'll be right back. We're live. Bring it on in. So Don, your end's going to go up on the...
Whoa.
All right.
Yeah, I lost grip.
Your end's going to go up on the box.
Okay.
Right even with the OSB, which is the weird color looking...
Okay.
Okay. How are we doing?
I think we're on some spray foam or something.
Watch your fingers.
But I can kind of see.
See what we hitting.
I think it's spray foam.
It might be the board. Okay, let's roll it forward. No, it's just the wall's not flat. Nothing in this bus is flat. Sorry, I'm sorry, Pops.
What do you want me to do?
So that's... box lines up pretty good. These holes, they're good. Ow. And the bottom one is just the tiniest bit off. The top one is good, except it's angled down. So we're going to have to trim these 2 out. Okay. So can you hand me the... Got it, Pops? Do we have a clamp? Or a clamp here, Pops?
Hang on.
We got one.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what we got. These 2 pipes are just the tiniest bit off. Part of the problem is that the top one lines up good, but when we put it in, it was a little cockeyed. So basically, even though the hole lines up right, the pipe's not going to go in that. So we're going to have to trim this out. This one is literally about 1/8 of an inch off. That direction. So I mean, I could have, but then if it was lined up right, it wasn't bent down also a little bit, it would still work. But so what we're going to do is, I have a pin, is we are actually going to probably just cut this box out, the whole thing. I know it's a big ugly, but I don't want it to rub. I don't want the pipes rubbing against the wood ever. 1,000 miles of in the Yukon in Alaska on those dirt roads. I don't want that rub. So we're going to cut this out, and we'll just use a spray insulation to re-support it later. That's that. Now, if you notice up here, this isn't even. And the reason it's not even is because the boards aren't totally level. Because we didn't really sweat that a massive amount. A quarter inch one way or the other wasn't a big deal to us. It still is not. But when you come down here, you notice that it is the same down here. Okay. The square box, the electrical box, that actually lines up really well. And we're good with that. Okay? And then we got these two pipes here. This pipe, see, it's actually angled also because that top one's angled. Those two were lined up fine, but somehow before we did the spray insulation, it got bent down a little bit. I'm not sure, but it's too late now because I'd break it if I tried to move it. So we'll trim this one out also. We'll just get the jigsaw and just trim this one out right here. We're going to leave that one alone because that one's perfect. That one's fine. But you can see it's even here. So it works. We got to do some adjusting. And then after we do some adjusting, we're going to glue her. What do we call it? We're going to glue and screw the wood. Ah! For your sheep, Sheldon. I got wood for your sheep.
I don't understand the laughter.
Okay. Yep, kill me. I'm here all week. So anyway, stay cool. Stay nommy, my nomies. Stay nerdy, my nomies.
Something like that.
Oh, just don't get corona. If you do, get a line first. Okay. So, bicycle.
All right.
So, here at the Nerd Herd Nomads, we order a whole lot of stuff on Amazon. And I'm surfing through the Amazon world, and I come across this thing. And we'll try to get you a link or something. And it says, Light Travel. A story by Alaura Davis. Now, when that happened, I almost wet myself. Because that's my daughter. That's the little nerd. She's had a book on Amazon. She wrote a short story. So, yeah, I pre-ordered it. So, if you want an autographed copy, let me know. I know the writer.
We'll send you a picture of it.
Yeah, we'll work on it. So anyway, peace out, my book nerds. Quit reading books, it ruins movies. Except for this one. Read this book.